She made breakfast for me the next day. I asked her if she was developing dementia.
What? What? Clearly something's wrong with you, woman.
Am I the asshole for asking my mother to leave because she won't stop wasting my food? Am I the asshole for excluding my spouse from a dinner my mom wants to take me and my sibs on? This is Bello.
I'm fitting to murder this driver.
This is Darrien.
And this is Paddy.
And this is Jury of Your Peers. Let's go. There it is. There it is. Good intro, guys.
Okay.
How y'all doing? How we feeling?
You know,
Pretty good, man.
black people. No, I'm kidding. I'm doing
I was
good.
about to say,
I'm doing good.
You know,
Pretty good, man.
we got to get the energy up in here because when we are ascending to the power of the circuit court justice system, there's no room to be tired or not feeling electric, right? We have people to sentence to death today, all right? So we're going to do it with a smile on our faces.
isn't that how they all
That's
do
what
it?
you want to see. Yeah, that's what you want to see out of your
Isn't that how they all
prosecutors.
do it?
Giant smile on your face when they're like, yep, you're dying.
If I
That's
walked into
how-
a court and the fucking prosecutor was smiling at me, I'm like, hang it up, or I'm going to jail.
Well,
Ooh,
that's
was
where you
it,
see that video of the guy jumping at the judge, like over the bench.
Oh, yeah.
just flying at her. Yeah.
Who was it with the, was it YNW Melly that had that crazy smile when he got like sentenced to life for murder?
Yes.
Oh, God.
That was like diabolical.
They're trying to get a mistrial. They're trying to get a mistrial on that. Keep him locked up. He needs to stay locked up. Hell
Keep
no.
that guy in prison. Yes. Please. All right. Ready to get started?
Let's do it.
All right. Am I the asshole for asking my mother to leave because she won't stop wasting my food? This comes from OK_lavishness_3277.
Okay. Okay, lavishness.
Yeah,
All right.
That's not bad. That's not bad. We've had better. We've had
I
much
don't mind
worse.
it. I don't mind it.
We've had Tyler Life as a name. So
That's got to be number one. He used his real name, and then he was
his
doing
full
that.
government.
Oh my god.
I guess there's not many Tyler Lives that are 25 and dating a 22-year-old in, fucking Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan. I like that. I like that. If I can't think of a city, I'll just start out with Saskatchewan.
I watched Grown Ups recently. It just
Yep.
city that came to my head.
It's a good one.
Yep. It's a good scene. It's a funny
Yep.
scene.
In case you're wondering what Bello's referencing, he's talking about episode 8 of Jury of Your Peers, Feel the Rhythm, where we trial Tyler Life, whom does the deed to a very interesting song. That's all I'll say. You got to listen to the episode to find out the rest.
I
That's
thought
life.
you were talking about Grown Ups. I'm like, nope.
No.
When do we say that?
Wait,
when
Tyler
do I say
Life's not
Saskatchewan
in-
before this?
Tyler Life's not in Grown Ups? Wait a minute.
Tyler
Oh,
Life
we
is
don't
an
know.
alias for Adam Sandler.
It's true. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
This makes so
wow.
much more sense now.
There you go.
Yeah, that makes sense. He could have been in the crowd during the last scene of the basketball game. He could have been like
That's
one of
true.
the kids
He could have
back
been.
there.
You're right. You're
Could've
right.
been.
He looks like he would live in a podunk town like that. Let's get started. So, my baby sister just had a baby, and our mom came to help. My sister and her husband live in a tiny apartment with no room for my mom. I agreed to let her stay with me since I only live 8 blocks away, and it's walkable. My plan was to Uber her over in the morning and pick her up on the way home from work. I only eat 1 meal a day during the week. Supper. Already. He's calling dinner supper. Yeah, odd already.
Hey, man. Comes from just different generation.
I have coffee for breakfast and some fruit for lunch. On Saturday, I treat myself to a good breakfast, and Sundays, I take the woman I'm dating out for brunch.
This guy has got a very interesting style of speaking. Like, I take the female
he
that
sounds
I am.
older.
Yeah,
I
I'm
take
taking
the
the
broad
female,
I'm dating right now out
the
on
old
the town.
lady, the old ball and chain out for a date.
He's definitely over 40, 45. Like,
That's
he's
what I'm
gotta
saying,
be
Like, he sounds older.
Has to
Supper. kind of eats like somebody that we know.
I actually don't know who you're referencing, but word. Sure. Say their name.
Don't you fucking dare.
Nope.
Do not.
Nope. Not gonna put them on blast like that.
I was like, if I gotta edit out one more goddamn name.
My mother decided that this was unacceptable. She got up early and went through my fridge and freezer to make me breakfast. I told her that I appreciate it, but that I do not usually eat breakfast. She said that was stupid. I very clearly communicated to her that she was welcome to eat anything in my home, but to please not make me breakfast as it was a waste. She made breakfast the following day. I walked out without eating it. I figured, worst case scenario, I could eat it for supper. Do we have a chart? Is supper one of those words only certain regions of the United States say? Like pop or bubbler?
It's definitely a more southern word.
Yeah, I would agree. I'd agree.
It could be Midwest, too.
It could be Midwest.
Because there's supper clubs in the Midwest.
Yeah.
I get, you know what? That's honestly fair. And if this guy is as old as we think he is, like, well, if his mom is staying with him, then it would make sense that he was older. But also him titling it wasting food is definitely bearing the lead from what I'm understanding. He's like, don't make it because I'm not going to eat it. And then she's making it for him anyway, which is a classic mom move.
I was going to say, this seems like just a mom
classic
thing.
mom move. And then he's like,
hey,
you're wasting
You're
it.
not eating. Yeah, you're not eating. Like, I'm going to make you food.
Yeah. Also, I will say,
I don't know about you guys. I love when my mom makes me food.
Yeah.
I'll always eat that.
Yeah, I love it when the mom cooks. That's great.
fuck yeah. And on top of that, also, only having dinner, bro, that's notoriously very unhealthy for you.
Yeah, you're supposed to eat in the beginning of the day, if anything, because it'll just sit in your body all night. Anyway.
I mean, I get not wanting to have breakfast. I'm not a huge eating in the morning person. I love breakfast food. Like, breakfast food is probably my favorite type of food. But I get the not eating, like, when you first wake up. I'm not really hungry. I normally try to do like a mid-morning kind of small snack before like a bigger lunch.
Yeah, see, I don't eat breakfast, but I definitely eat lunch. But I eat lunch on the earlier side too. So it's like, you gotta front load, buddy. You can't be going through your whole day. How does he not like fall out like in the middle of the day?
Know, yeah.
I feel like I'd pass out in the middle of the day.
Yeah, like, back half of work would be tough.
Yeah.
My thing is skipping breakfast. Like, I used to do that all the time too. Like, I'm in the same boat. Like, I like breakfast, but all the time I would just not have it because of work. But at the same time, I would then have lunch. And usually I'd have like a decent lunch too. I can't imagine being like, yeah, I'm going to have some fruit for lunch. And then getting like, I know there's some diets that involve fasting, but this is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I mean, intermediate fasting is like a thing a lot of people do. And again, I think that's totally cool, but that also involves you eating like a lunch and a dinner and then basically like not eating during like sleep and then first half of the morning.
Yeah, it's like after a certain time and before a certain time, but usually you get like 2 meals in there.
Yeah, and even if you are fasting, that's not permanent. You do that as like part of a workout regimen, whatever. You don't like do this permanently.
Yeah.
Sounds insane. Yeah, so he walked out without eating it. Big sentence here, Darrien. She threw it out since I didn't eat it. I told her once more to please not waste my food. So I think that is what kind of, there's a lot more to read here actually, but I think that is one of the big things is throwing out the food because he didn't eat it is a little.
Yeah, there's so many things to do.
But, but did he say to not throw it out, like that he was going to eat it later? I get that like most people's first thought is to like save it and like put it in the fridge or whatever, but if he's not saying it, like
Imagine though your mom comes into your house and just cracks 3 of your eggs every single morning into the garbage can instead. I'd be like, Mom, this has gotta stop. You've got to stop. Just imagine her, instead of serving it to you on a plate, she just goes like, and just dumps the whole thing in the trash.
Is she doing this every day? Like, or is this, it feels like he's just telling about a one-time thing.
Yeah, from the sounds of it, he definitely is not gonna let this go on for too long.
Too long.
Yeah, this is not going to go on for too long.
You know what? Let me read one more sentence. Actually, let me read one more paragraph. There's, again, more after this, but... So this is... Paddy, you are correct, though. It's only one time. This is the first time she's done this. This wasn't a pattern just yet. She made breakfast for me the next day. I asked her if she was developing dementia.
What? Clearly something's wrong with you, woman. Do you not remember what I just told you?
My mom would backhand me if I said that
to
her.
Me. Yeah, I think I get shot.
Would backhand me.
Oh my god, this is the type of guy that's like super fucking abrasive, but then wonders why people don't like him.
But thinks it's just like a cool like personality quirk where he's like, yeah, I'm just a huge jerk to everybody, even my mom. Look, and I'm like, dude, this was
the type of guy that like when you would like go over to their house when you're a kid, they would like yell at their mom, and you would be like, bro, what did you just do?
No, I would literally get up and leave. I would have been so uncomfortable. Plus, with my child brain, would have been terrified of the outcome of this. I'd have been like, you know what? I'm just going to get out of here before this turns into like a Dateline episode or some shit because your parents just finally snap. No thanks. I'm good.
Yeah, that happened to me at a friend's house one time where he just screamed at his mom when she came into the room, and I was a statue.
Yeah.
I don't think
he said, if I don't move, they can't see me.
Am I about to get caught in the crossfire of what's coming?
And she didn't do anything, which was the craziest thing to me.
I mean,
she had every right to kill him.
You could only, like, some kid only does that if they're raised to not care about that, because I couldn't even imagine like what could you have possibly been yelling at her about? Like, Mom, I'm with my friend, you're invading my privacy, get out of here. I'm like, hey dude, don't involve me in your shit. I was like, please keep that over there. Because that's not Miss James. I didn't say it. I want you to tell my mom when she asked. I did not say that. Please.
Yeah, that time was very, very odd. I actually saw a comedian recently talk about this, and it's very true. Where it's like the opposite would happen, where he would have a friend over, and he was that type of kid, but the guy whose house he was at was not, and his mom would just enter his room, do whatever the fuck she wanted, just to throw shit, just to fuck with him, and then leave. And kid's like, your mom can't do that, man. This is your space. Like, she can't. This is your area. She can't just do that to you. And he was like, you want to die?
Yeah, do you want
She will throw me out the window. Like,
what is wrong with you? I'm like, what? I know this one is going to boil the fuck out of Paddy's blood. He's a big family guy. He's going to be like, actually, kill this guy. No guilty, just kill him. Yeah, shoot that guy.
God, I love that meme. I've been using that so much recently.
Let me get through the rest of this paragraph. We'll stop again, but she is wasting my food for no good reason. I'm not poor or anything, but wasting food is a big pet peeve of mine. She said I was being ungrateful for her help, and she was doing it to be nice since I was letting her stay with me.
This guy just seems like a real grade A asshole. Like, like he just seems like a jerk.
I feel like his mom's just trying to help out. Like, she's like, I'm with my son. I'm trying to make him breakfast. Being a dickhead.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate for a second and give my Hispanic perspective on this. Because this is so fucking... Dude, this is Hispanic as
No.
shit. To be
Do you
like...
not hear that? Do you not hear that?
Hear what?
Hold on, just... Oh, of course. His cat was in the background going, meow, meow.
Oh, I did not...
Meow. Over and over again.
I thought I was like, what did I say?
Oh, man.
I was
I
like,
am
damn it,
leaving
I'm gonna
that
get cut
part in.
again.
No, I'm leaving that part in. Meow,
Chewy gets to
meow,
make the cut.
Meow.
Chewy makes the cut of the podcast.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah, this is very Hispanic coded to be like, no, you're not leaving until you eat. And you're going to eat like a 6-course meal.
Mm-hmm.
And I will make it every morning without fail. Again, based off context here, I can see a universe where this is like the lead of many issues where a parent will then go on and you're letting them stay in your house and they're like, for example, I know this happened in my family. I'm not going to name names, but similar scenario. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh yeah, I made dinner. And it's like, oh, you didn't tell me that I have a date. Like literally for like, this works too. Like I have a date tonight. I'm not eating dinner here. And they're like, oh wow. So I just made all this and you're going to make me throw it away. And it's like, never told you to do this. I have a date with someone that I pre-planned a week ago. I'm not just going to not go on that to eat dinner with you. Sorry.
Yeah, Mom, you're being a huge cock block right now. Come on.
So,
I will say he does have a point in that he never asked for her help. I will say that, but it's your mom too, and she's making you breakfast.
And to play devil's advocate one more time, it's not that he didn't ask. He directly told her, "Don't make me breakfast."
Okay, and this has happened a total of 2 times, right?
2 times. Now,
okay.
Second time saying if she has dementia is insane.
Dude, like what?
Crazy.
He just like literally. That's one of those things where I imagine it like, you know, those really old timey movies or whatever, like the dad who doesn't look up from the newspaper and just talks, who's like, do you have like dementia or something? I told you not to make me breakfast anymore. And like he just says it like it's a normal thing, like, no. Mom like mine would have been like, I forgot that you're my son. I'm about to whoop your ass. That's probably what would happen. Are you kidding me?
There's a gun behind the newspaper, actually. Like, oh. Yeah. So, okay, there's a little bit more to read here. We can finish up. Actually, there's a lot more, so we'll probably have to break again. I explained to her again that I did not need, want, require, or desire breakfast during the week. I'm going to use that. I didn't need, want, require, or desire.
Yeah, get ready to sleep on the couch a lot of nights. Lose a lot of friends.
Or desire breakfast during the week. She said she understood. She made me breakfast the next day. I had had enough. I took her luggage with me when I dropped her off at my sister's home.
Oh my goodness.
I told my doorman that my guest was no longer welcome. I got so many messages from her and my sister all day long. Even my dad called me to ask me to change my mind. I said no. Crazy.
What?
Insane. Again, this dude is a massive asshole. He is a dick. But like that's insane after he like actually got mad at her day 2 for her to be like, no. A third time is a little bit out there.
How about I double down?
Yeah.
Have we considered she does have it?
Have we considered the possibility she does not remember?
What if that's like the last line of this story is like, after I finished beating her up in my kitchen for wasting more of my food,
Jesus.
She showed me that she had a dementia
card. It says,
diagnosis.
hi,
Yeah.
my name is Judy. I have dementia.
What?
I don't think people have identifiers, Bello, for that.
Honestly, it would probably be useful if they go, hey, by the way, here's my card. I suffer from this ailment. Like,
Oh, have you never heard the famous thing with dementia where people get diagnosed with it and then nothing happens because they get diagnosed, forget to tell any of their family, and then like they have to go again at the doctor's like, I diagnosed you with dementia 8 months ago.
Sick.
And that's when the family figures out.
Savage. Yeah, this is like a very, like, this guy, there has to be some history here, because this is the first story that we've heard on this show that I've heard the person cut off whoever it was and I didn't understand. Like, where I'm like, okay, I get it, you're pissed that your mom keeps making you breakfast, but A, she's done it 3 fucking times, and B, like, it's like that's it, get your shit, mom. Like, we're going to Brittany's house. Like, what?
How dare you make me scrambled eggs when you know that I like them sunny side up? You bitch.
Yeah. Mom, get the fuck out. Jesus. No, what is this guy's fucking problem? This dude's got like power trip issues. Like, he's like, yeah, you remember how I had to follow all the rules when I was a kid? Well, now you're under my fucking roof. Now you gotta follow my fucking rules. That's what this is giving to me. Like, where he's like, yeah, my house, my rules. You don't respect me. It's time to respect me. How about you respect me on the streets? Like, it's like, what? Go to therapy. Go to therapy. How many times do I have to say that this show?
Yeah.
Goodness.
100%. And it's again, I'm going to play devil's advocate. I agree with you guys. But time number 3 is a little nuts, and there is nothing worse in this world than an old person who's very stubborn, because there's nothing. They will never, like, until you physically move them from the situation, they will continue doing what they're doing, because old people tend to be like, oh, I'm right. And it doesn't matter. I'm right. In this situation, she's 100% right. He probably should eat breakfast.
Yeah.
And making him breakfast is actually a very nice gesture for her. The one thing is, 3rd time, I'm like, okay, that's weird. This dude is off the rails, though.
He's just
at what
like,
point is she
I'm done.
fucking with him? At what point does she not want to live with him? She wanted to live with the sister. She's like, I know what's gonna piss this guy off.
I'm gonna crack the of his fucking eggs into the garbage every day. I would have started doing that. I mean, like, yeah, I don't know what either of these people's end goal was, but like, this is the most extreme version of my parent relative did this thing, and I was like, enough's enough. Like, especially he posted this like there was any discussion about it. Like, he's like, guys, is it me? Did I do something? Like, yeah, is it
I do
me,
like when
Jesus?
I do like when these stories come up where it's like a very clear cut, because we've had a few where it's pretty clear cut, and it's like, dude, why did you post this? Like, what did you? Who did you think was gonna side with you here? You stopped talking to your mom because of eggs.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Okay. And now, because there's more to read, but I do want to ask, I hope this isn't too close to a pallet of deodorant. How many eggs does she need to make in the morning for you to agree with him? How many eggs? Like, how many does she have to make? What if she did 24 eggs every morning for breakfast? Like, at that point, are you agreeing with this guy?
You're about to send Paddy over the edge.
I'm asking.
Look at his face.
I'm asking.
Look at his face.
Or she made, like, you bought a pack of bacon for your Saturdays where you like a big breakfast, and she makes the entire pack for you every morning. Every time you buy a pack, it's gone.
I will go first. I'll go first. There is no amount that would be appropriate to make in one sitting that would make me agree with this guy. If she is cracking 24 eggs every morning and cooking an omelet with them, she's doing that to say fuck you. There's no other world. And then at that point, why are you continuing to go out and buy Costco pallets of eggs every fucking day? She's gonna crack them all. Like, what are you doing? No, there's no appropriate amount of food that my mom could cook me in the morning for breakfast where I go, I get it. After doing this 3 times, I'm going to kick you out and send you to the sister's house. Like, no.
Paddy, you don't have to answer if you don't want
No,
to.
I want him to answer.
Okay.
You do have to answer.
Bello, I'm gonna make you eat a pallet of deodorant. That's what I'm gonna fucking do. I'm gonna make you eat a pallet of deodorant. And you tell me if that's enough to make you stop talking to me.
Interesting. Interesting. I think I know what we're doing. We have a YouTube channel.
I agree with Darrien. If my mom started making that much after I told her not to, it's because she is finding joy in pissing me off, which from time to time she does. She pokes my buttons because she knows how to make me mad, and she finds it funny at times, which I get. I do that to some people too because it is kind of funny at times. But no, I also, to Darren's point, if she made 24 eggs in the morning, I'm not going that day to replace all 24, and especially not on the third day if she did it 2 days in a row.
Interesting. All right. There's a good amount of content left. I'm going to try to get through the rest of it.
Yeah, just
How is
blaze
there
it.
a good amount?
We're just going to sit here in silence as you read the rest of the story. It's story time.
Okay. So the last thing was about the dad. So that's why it says he had to drive up and rent an Airbnb close to my sister because my mom was too scared to stay by herself. He's retired, so he didn't miss work or anything.
Oh, thank God. Fucking prick.
Patty, I don't know where to vote.
Yeah,
I think it's still very up in the air. My sister came over alone to talk to me. She said I was being a complete ass and that I could afford the food my mom was wasting. I said I could, but I didn't want to. That is actually the only opinion I disagree with here. The sister being like, you can afford the food, that's actually the only thing that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
In this situation.
I agree with that. That was a bad way to go at it.
Yeah, because no, it is food being wasted. That is objectively very bad and very annoying. She literally used up 2 months worth of my food.
What?
That's what I'm so curious.
This guy eats 1 bacon stick every day for dinner. Not even half a bacon stick every single day.
That Saturday morning breakfast he's talking about, that's 1 piece of bacon with half a hard-boiled egg. He saves the other half for the next week.
This guy is a serial killer. Like, there's no explanation outside of that. Like, to have that much control of your life, you got to be a little twisted in the head. I'm just throwing that out there.
I want you to know, I made that comment earlier about how much food could she make that you're not getting upset. I actually forgot this paragraph was in here, so this is great. So he just said 2 months worth of food. She made huge breakfasts that I didn't even eat. I keep all my bacon in individual servings for myself. She would thaw out 3 of those servings for every breakfast she made for me. Oh, sorry. 1 was for her, and then 2 were for me. So not all 3 were for him. And I ate 0. My father has asked me to let her back in. I said I would under the condition that she understands that my food is completely off limits to her. She can pay for her own food. I said I would make room in the fridge and freezer for her. She said I was being ridiculous and petty. So my dad is staying neutral, but my mom and sister think I'm a jackass. My girlfriend thinks the whole thing is hilarious and refuses to get involved. If you wanted your girlfriend to get involved, that's also fucking insane. And that's the end of the story.
This guy sucks, honestly. Like, the dad, like, fuck you, because, like, that's your ex-wife, whatever it is. But, like, also to the mom, like, at what point do you just accept that your child is a piece of shit? Like, why at that point do you even want to stay that badly? Like, what is this, like, dynamic where it's like, well, if you're gonna stay, my food is off limits. I'd be like, actually, no thanks, and I'm never gonna talk to you again. like, this dude is being an ass for the sake of being an ass, and as I predicted, it's a power control thing. I shit you not. This is this guy getting his get back for feeling wronged his entire childhood, because this is ridiculous and outrageous. Like, people do this kind of shit to people like in prison. You have 2 months worth of bacon portioned off for yourself. Like, what is wrong with you? And she's cooking herself food, which is fine.
That bacon goes bad in that 2 months.
Literally, there's no way that this is true. Like, he's lying. And also, you have a guest in your house. Like, what did you expect? And honestly, if she's doing all this shit, then you didn't put it past her. Like, what? You were just waiting for her to do some shit like this? Like, this guy's got issues and is also a fucking class jerk. This dude's such a jerk.
I have 2 notes to add here. One, I agree there's got to be more context here because it just, what this whole thing screams at me is he hated the idea of her moving in with him. Like, absolutely was like, I would do anything for this not to happen. And I think tried to find a reason to get rid of her would be my guess. And then 2, we actually have what Reddit voted for this story.
Ooh.
So before we vote, do you guys want to make bets on what Reddit voted? It's kind of like a Family Feud.
I feel
like it's straightforward.
Yeah, if they voted that he's not the asshole, I'm gonna lose a little bit of my faith in humanity. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. No, they voted not the asshole.
Outrageous. Insane and outrageous. This is the internet being the internet. They don't actually believe that. They would never do that to their own family. They're making it up. They're making this guy feel righteous. They're totally bullshitting him. Like, this is fucking insane. This is borderline gaslighting to tell him that he's not the asshole. In what world is he? Whatever. No.
Yeah, there's a reason that Reddit doesn't get to make the choice. There's a reason the Circuit Court of Jury of Your Peers is making the choice, and this is one of the reasons why. Paddy, anything to add before we close out?
What's that torture device that you put the person in the bowl and it's like over a fire?
Oh my god!
Oh, the bronze bull. We're going way back.
Yeah, let's do that to this guy.
Yeah,
interesting.
Cook him like some bacon. Sizzle.
Interesting.
Sizzling that motherfucker.
In this case, we can only say guilty or not guilty, but if you ever had a judge recommend the death penalty for a parking violation, this is pretty close to what that is. Darrien, final verdict.
This guy is so much the asshole. I'm actually highly disappointed in the Am I the Asshole thread for voting this guy. Not that I need to read some comments because, like, you guys are lunatics and you probably are alone and you'll probably be alone forever.
My God.
If this is your feeling for real, you are an insufferable person to be around. And there's no more definitive statement than that. These people fucking suck.
Paddy.
I mean, I just said this guy should be cooked inside of a bowl, so I feel like my vote's pretty self-explanatory. This guy's an asshole. We'll shove him through the asshole of the bowl.
Ooh, now that's ingenuity.
I love that idea. It's like, Judge, am I guilty? Sir, let me be clear. I believe you deserve to die. Let me be very clear when I tell you this.
We're going to shove you in the butthole of this bronze bowl and cook you alive. Like
if I were a
eggs.
higher ranking judge, you would not make it out of this courtroom. You understand me?
My thing is like when you look back on like when your parents aren't there and stuff, like, is this going to be something that you
This is the hill that you wanted to die on?
Like you're going to be glad that this is where your relationship with your mom took a downturn over some fucking eggs. Like, seriously? Some people don't feel that guilt, and those people are sociopaths. And this guy has killed someone. And the girlfriend, I didn't even mention this earlier, the girlfriend who's like, oh, I'm not going to get involved. Maybe this is the Southern man in me. If he treats his mom like this, what do you think that he's going to treat you like when you start pissing him off, when you start annoying him? He's
what if you
going
made
to
that
do
breakfast?
When you make breakfast because you're like, hey, babe, I think we need to get more healthy. He's going to be like, actually, I already packed all your shit. I smelled you cooking it and just packed all your clothes instead. Like, and kicked you out.
That's not true. He wouldn't do that. he'd get mad at her once, and the second time he'd ask if she has dementia.
You're right.
For
He's
doing
like,
it again.
why does everyone around me have dementia? What is going on?
And with my final vote, and the fact that I forgot my gavel, this dude is the asshole. Yeah, you may have to, sub in the gavel sound there.
Yeah, I'll just take it from an old episode. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if this is how he treats his mom, who birthed him, he is not going to give a fuck about you, like down the line whenever you start to step on his toes. Maybe that's why he's clearly old and is still dating.
Ooh.
Hey, fuck this dude.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Yeah, you're an asshole.
Uh-oh.
We have a cat in the frame.
Paddy's flashing his cat
This is
on
Chewy.
the camera.
This is Chewy for, I guess no one, because we don't put the video out, but maybe we'll put something on the Instagram.
Ooh,
Possibly.
finally. You should get Chewy on the Insta.
Yeah.
That's the first time I've ever seen your cat. Whenever I show up at your place, they're gone.
Yeah, I mean,
They're
they're
hiding.
scared as shit. They're always hiding underneath the bed. Especially, I mean, loud music is also playing, and like they don't already like loud people and loud noises. So the second you add in little, I don't know. I was gonna say Kanye, but then I was like,
Yeah, maybe
I don't
not
know if
that
I can
guy.
say Kanye.
Maybe not him right now. Let's save Kanye
That's
for
actually
a
what they
different
come
day.
out to. Like they're like, oh my god, we're in.
I forget who I was talking to. I feel like it was maybe one of you guys this past week where it's like, oh yeah, I love Kanye, and they're like, oh yeah, I like his old music, but he's kind of like his new stuff isn't great. And he goes, Kanye makes music?
Yeah. Wait. We definitely were talking about this. Like, wait a minute, music. Kanye West makes music? Oh, I like the other stuff. I like the other stuff that he was talking about. Damn, my bad.
Interesting. Have you guys seen? You guys are not gonna like this, but it's genuinely a trend on the internet right now where people are talking about their animals, and they're like, "Great, behaves super well," is racist. Have you seen what I'm talking about?
I have not seen it.
Yes, I have
not seen it.
Yes.
They're
Okay,
like,
thank you. So I'm not going crazy.
It's like a labradoodle.
Oh.
And they'll be like, oh, Billy is so great with kids, loves taking long walks. And then it'll cut to a picture of them with kind of an evil look or so, where they're staring at the camera, and it goes, is racist.
Mm.
And they're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
I mean, turtles are definitely racist. If you guys didn't know, you guys haven't seen these videos that turtles will attack black stuff, like
Air
black
Forces.
paint and stuff. Yeah.
I did not know.
I saw somebody put
Look it up.
a white Air Force in front of them, and they'll just they won't even notice it. Put a black Air Force in front of them, and they'll start headbutting it.
Yeah. It's
And, trying to
actually
bite it.
wild.
Turtles having any aggression in their DNA at all is insane for the least equipped creature to do damage on the planet.
Snapping turtle.
Snapping
well, that's
turtles are
different.
something else.
Yeah,
Those
that
things are
thing will
fucking
kill you.
scary, man.
Are we ready for story number 2?
Absolutely. And we're going to have to burn through this one, or else we're going to have to cut so much of this episode.
All right, I'm on it. This is from Reddit user Alan Harmony.
If this is a real name, great. If it's not, subpar.
Am I the asshole for excluding my spouse from a dinner my mom wanted to take me and my sibs on? So that's what got me in the intro. Sibs as in siblings. Just did not understand that at first.
Do you guys say
It's
sibs?
tough.
You guys say sibs?
No.
Me and
No,
my
God,
sibs
no.
are going to... I don't say that.
No.
I got one sibling, so
Me and my... Do you say me and
So
my
do
sib?
you say sibs?
no.
Ah, there we go.
You're
Rude
like,
thing
the
to say.
sibs. You know?
All right, guys. Never thought I'd find myself here, but honestly feeling like the asshole either way I play this and could use a hand getting other people's perspectives. I've never seen an Am I the Asshole with a proper intro addressing the crowd.
Yeah.
So this is new.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah. My mom, 40, female, planned and paid for a family vacation for her and me/my 2 siblings and our families. We were going to a town we used to vacation in when we were kids. She wants to go to a specific restaurant where we used to go, just her, me, and the siblings, and leave the spouses home with the kids. It's not a fancy restaurant, but she isn't confident the kids can behave up to her standards, and I am not either. I told her I thought the spouses would be fine with it. Any opinions here before I continue to some of the reactions?
If the spouses are getting upset about being left behind, that's crazy.
Yeah, this seems very reasonable.
My family has a vacation spot that we've been going to for a very long time. I've been going there since I was like 4 months old.
What's it called?
Sanibel Island in Florida.
Oh, I was kidding, but great place.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite places in the world. Love that place. I would go for 2 weeks every year for spring break. Still go now, obviously not for 2 weeks, but go for a weekend when my family goes. And there are restaurants that are like kind of like family spots for us that we went to for a long time. Like me and my dad will go to a place to grab a beer and like certain like appetizers, because that was what we used to do like growing up, whatever. If there was a problem with like going to one of those restaurants to kind of have like that family moment in a special place, and like a spouse or significant other didn't get that, that's a huge red flag.
Yeah.
One night, like for a family to like do something like that, that's crazy.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's like, I understand it to a certain extent if you're the significant, and this is me assuming a lot without knowing any of the details, but like, I get being like, well, I'm in your family now. I would like to be there because that's important to me. I mean, still, I disagree with you, but like, I get it. What I won't understand is because this person specified I wanted to leave them at home with the kids because of behavioral issues. So I hope that it doesn't turn into, well, you want me to just sit here and watch the kids while you go out to dinner with your mom, because then this takes on a totally different tone, even more of a red flag if he's like, what am I supposed to do? I don't know. I don't know what they do. I don't know what's wrong with these fucking kids. But yeah, I think I get it. But like at the end of the day, like having something to your true blood family, I feel like is important. Like you got to hold on to that however you can for as long as you can.
You can go with them another time while on vacation.
Mm-hmm.
It's, I feel like, important to still do something with blood family, especially in a place that has, the way they phrased this in the beginning made it seem like this was like a family spot.
Mm-hmm. And the mom paid for it all, from what I just heard. So yeah, she can do whatever the hell she wants, in my opinion.
And that's definitely there's been many times in my life where my fiance's family has taken us on vacation and they have paid for the vast majority of things, whether I wanted that to happen or not. And I definitely always had that mentality of like, you know, if we were in Disney, I'd be like, dude, if they want to put me in the tub, I'm sleeping in the tub. They're paying for everything.
Bello,
I'm gonna be like, you didn't get me a bed to sleep in? Guys,
we're gonna put
this is just insane.
We're gonna actually hang you where they hang the ironing boards. We're just gonna put your shirt up and we're gonna hang you there overnight. Sorry,
and
buddy.
I'm gonna fall out of it like Dracula, just like oh. So yeah, I get that. There's definitely a level of like, if you're paying for it, you can only complain so much.
Yeah.
Mind you, that was in high school. These days, maybe I'd be a little more like, I'm an adult. Like, can I please not sleep on the fucking floor? But definitely, like in high school and college, it's like, oh, they're paying.
Yeah, bruh. And you have the means to pay for it yourself if you don't like the outcome too. Like at the end of the day, like I don't know. Let's keep going. I don't want to get too far into our analysis yet.
I could probably blaze through the last half of the story here. This one's considerably shorter. So, this is now going back to the main person in the story. We've been married since we were 21. Oh, sorry, I skipped something here, a quick sentence. But when I told my husband, he was excited to go and eat all together, and then noticeably let down when I said, hey, this is more for us, and then you would stay home with the kids. We've been married since we were 21. There's a whole history of my mom not accepting any of her kids' partners as her own, and in our opinions, excluding them. And then in parentheses, it says her in-laws treated her as a bit of an outcast, which she disliked and resented them for. It's fine, I guess, but always seemed to have hurt my husband's feelings since he lost his parents as a teen. I know he's a big boy and would be fine to stay home with the kids, and I know my mom is lonely and really cherishes the memories of quote-unquote the old days. And I feel like I should just go and enjoy it. But now I'm thinking of 20 years of him being excluded and feeling sad and disloyal. So am I the asshole if I go without him? Would I be the asshole if I decline to go out instead? Can I say something before we continue here?
Mm-hmm.
No matter what it is, Alan Harmony, shout out to you for really giving the other side of the argument that you don't agree with a fair chance. And giving context for the side of the argument you disagree with. A lot of people don't do that. A lot of people are like, this is what I believe, so I'm going to kind of give you the context that supports me. And then everything else, I'm just going to be like, yeah, just happened. Sorry. So, good on you. Yeah, this is kind of weird. It's a little bit odd, I'll say. I do feel like having the history is going to throw a lot of wrenches into this, in my opinion. Maybe you guys disagree. But I think if it's been like an ongoing problem, that brings a whole slew of other problems into the table. It's like, okay, shouldn't a grandmother be excited to be out with her grandchildren? And I get it. I say that. Children can be a pain in the butt, and it's like a lot to deal with, especially at dinner, and they're like being loud and crying or whatever. But this opens a door of like, dude, it's your grandkids. You know what I mean? Like, you kind of just have to deal with the fact that they're going to be present, and then like a resentment towards the partner can lead to resentment towards the grandkids. And yeah, this feels a little bit weird that she's always had a thing of excluding anyone that's not her direct children. Real pensive on this episode.
I have stuff to say, but I want Paddy to get involved. He's such a quiet dude. You know, got to get him up.
I called the mom in the last story a bitch.
Yeah.
Whoa. No, I'll go first. You know me, I have much to say all the time. I do think the context changes it a little bit, but it doesn't change ultimately where I land. The simple fact is that if this were actually a big deal to you, you would talk to your mom about it, not when the situation is pressing. Because I think some people are like, oh, well, like, I want to talk about it right whenever it's happening. And like, I want to just like nip it in the bud. Look at my husband's face. He looks so sad. He looks like a puppy dog. But it's like, maybe this time you go, all right, yeah, like, I'll talk to her about it. Maybe you take this time that you're out with your blood relatives who seem like you all agree on this to talk to your fucking mom and be like, hey, mom, it's important to us that you have a good relationship with our significant others and our kids and stuff. And it feels like, you know, you don't want that relationship. What's going on? Like, can we help? Is there something we could do? Like, I feel like there's so much that is just like black and white nowadays. Like, I say nowadays, like I'm old, but I feel like people are so like aggressive and like, they're like, this is what it is, like cut off, like whatever. But like at the end of the day, like you can go this time and decide for yourself that it's something that's worth it to you to not do that in the future. And you got to go to your mom and you got to be like, hey, this is important to me. But you also have to be prepared for her to be like, no. And at the end of the day, she's paying for it. And it's what she values. You're going to have however much longer with your significant other, you know, hopefully. But like you're not going to keep having more time where it's just you and your mom and your siblings. Like that stuff is fleeting. People have lives. People's lives get busy. Like you don't know how many more times you're going to be able to sit down with just you, your siblings, and your mom and have some time. So like, I get it. I get that you want your husband to be there. I get that you want to, you know, have your like relations be good, but like there's a time and a place, and maybe that time, that place isn't the place to do it. Create other opportunities instead of trying to find this one opportunity and force it to be the thing. Like it doesn't have to be that way.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I mean, you guys know from previous stories, I tend to go on the side of like closer family relationships. I mean, me and my cousins do this a lot when we're on like family vacation together. We'll do kind of like a dinner with just the direct cousins. So it'll be me, my sister, and then my two younger cousins. We'll just go out to dinner without like our uncles, aunts, grandparents, and just kind of do like our thing because it's like we're a pretty close group. And it's still a little different because it's not like this is all still blood, but it's kind of like a similar vibe of like, hey, we're gonna do this one thing, and I don't think anybody's ever had any real issues with it. But even if they did, like, I feel like it's something we'd be like, hey, this means a lot to us. Like, we'll still include you in other things, but like we need to do like this one thing just because it's like important to us.
It's fair. I'm going to say something for both sides of the argument here. There is one parenthesis here, which kind of like threw me for like pissed me off. Parentheses, she says her in-laws treated her as a bit of an outcast, which she disliked and resented them for. So then she's doing the same thing to her, like partners of her children. Like that kind of behavior in and of itself aggravates the shit out of me. I cannot stand when someone's like, well, it happened to me. You should have seen what they did to me. That's not an excuse for anything. Like, you should be a better person than what happened to you, not, oh, this happened to me, you deserve to have it happen to you as well. That's just a very shitty way of living your life and kind of an asshole move all the time. The other thing, and because the other view we don't have is the rest of the families. What if her husband's a massive piece of shit? Right?
That is possible.
Right? Like,
married at 21, it's not giving, it's not giving the best of odds.
100%. And you know how many times that kind of like thing works out where it's like, oh, like the whole family doesn't like this person. They chose to marry them, so you have to get over it. But then this kind of leans towards that where you're like, can we have one dinner where they're like not there? I always feel bad for people that have to deal with that because that always sucks. And I've heard horror stories of other people's families having to deal with like a shitty person that they're, like siblings married to or whatever it is. So I identify with that. But honestly, what kind of seals this for me as like the mom actually is kind of being an asshole is like she was treated this way and now she's passing it on to the partners of her children. Even though we're not voting on whether the mom's the asshole, we're voting on whether this lady's the asshole. If the husband's never brought it up, which we don't have, it seems like he hasn't, right? If he's healthily communicated, hey, this makes me really uncomfortable or very upset when this happens, can we at least talk about it? You're an asshole. If he hasn't, which he hasn't in this story, I'm inclined to say maybe he's not the asshole or she's not the asshole. I'm actually still kind of battling with this right now. I don't think I have a good answer. I'm going to have to wait for you guys to go first. Are you guys ready to vote, or are you guys ready to hear what Reddit thought of this story?
I say let's do the Reddit first. I want to see. Okay.
Reddit thought that this woman was the asshole. Mari, play it.
What is up with, like, as in her not going is her being the asshole, or her, like, going anyway?
She's the asshole for going without him.
What is what is wrong with, here's what I'll say. And it's gonna heavily tip what I'm gonna vote, which is, I mean, if it's not obvious, maybe speed up a little bit. But I think I had to learn this the hard way, and I'm gonna get real serious for a moment. But like, I had to learn very, not late in life, because I'm not late in life now, but later on than a lot of people, that my parents are like humans, like where, they've never been 40 years old before. Like, I think it's really easy whenever you're going through something to be like, hey, yeah, like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Like, I'm guessing at everything that I do. And like, to think because your parents have always, told you what to do or guided you through life, that they just know everything. But like, if she went through that with her in-laws, who's to say that she even knows how to have a healthy in-law relationship? Like, there's nobody teaching her. And from the sounds of it, there's nobody talking to her or trying to help her either. So it's one of those things where, like, yes, old people are stubborn. Yeah, it can be difficult to talk to your parents about things whenever it's annoying like that. But at the end of the day, like, if you want it to change, you can't just sit around hoping that one day it'll change. You either have to say something, and then she continues to choose to not do it, which even still is her right. And at the end of the day, it's one fucking dinner on a trip that your mom put together herself. If she wants to have a dinner with just you guys, I get it. But like, at the end of the day, like, it doesn't seem like anybody is actually taking the extra step to do anything about it, to talk to her, to ask questions. Like, she doesn't know, clearly, and she doesn't view it as a problem if she does know. So at the end of the day, you have to say, this is a problem, and here's what I think you should do, and find some way to navigate forward. Because I get it. You don't want to deal with your significant other for 20 years being like, oh, your mom doesn't accept me. People hate their in-laws. It's like a running trope. Like, you don't have to be the best of friends for something to work out. Is it a plus? Yes. But like, at the end of the day, you got to understand, like, that is your family. There's no like running beef or anything. Just go to the freaking dinner. Do a different dinner at that place at a different time that you put together. Like, you can't just sit hoping that one day somebody's just going to have this revelation, because 9 times out of 10, they're not. Like, most people aren't sitting around thinking about you all day. You're the only person who does that. So you have to do things yourself. So, no, you're not the asshole for whatever it is. You're not the asshole, but like, nut up, have a conversation. I think that's the long and short of mine.
Damn.
Clearly, Chewy is very involved in this.
Yeah, she said,
story.
"How dare you?"
He's a big boy. He's a big boy.
He's a beautiful cat. He's a beautiful cat.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, Darrien. It's a lot of people that family is tough. There's a lot of situations where your feelings can get hurt in situations where you shouldn't have your feelings hurt, but because it's people that you love and care about, it heightens emotions and sometimes brings out the worst in people when they're just trying to communicate their affection for someone. It's tough to call someone like an asshole or not an asshole in situations like that, because everyone feels differently and loves differently and acts differently in situations like that. But like, you need to do what's best for you in situations, especially when it comes to family. But I think communicating that, which I think this person has done a pretty good job of, and like trying to, as Bello said, like understand the other side of the story, even when you don't agree, is important when dealing with family conflict. But yeah, no, I would agree with Darrien on pretty much everything he said.
It was good. My last note is just in this last paragraph. Something she talks about, and this is just a general statement for people who are dating or married or in any sort of romantic relationship. If you feel bad, if you feel like, am I being an ass to my partner? I'd say 99% of the time, like, maybe. Like, talk to them about it.
Yeah.
99% of the time, maybe.
Yeah.
50% of the time, it works every time.
Not saying you're an asshole, but 99% of the time, go talk to your significant other about it. It's one of those things, like, if you're dating someone for a long time, you have, like, a radar in your head that's like, ugh.
Yeah, you know when something's off.
Yeah. So if you're having this feeling, it's probably because he is legit, like, sad that he wasn't invited. Like, legit sad. Like, he's like, oh, wow, okay. Fuck me. I guess, again, like, your mom just saying that she doesn't like me and you're just going with it. Like, that's just my feeling, because that's something I always try to think of in my relationship, is like, don't wait for something to be said. If I feel like something's wrong, be like, you know what, actually, hold up. Is this okay, or is this a problem? Like, and try to nip it in the bud there, because if you're like, I'll just wait for them to talk to me about it, that could blow up. You kind of don't want to let that
could
happen.
go horribly wrong.
Yeah, that's just not a good mentality to have. If you think, probably should just talk about it.
Yeah. Also, never make a choice out of guilt, one way or the other. Like, if you feel guilty doing something, you probably shouldn't be in that situation to start with. And if your significant other is guilting you into doing things, that is a very slippery slope. Like, you always want to get away from guilt before you make a decision, because it'll make you do some crazy things, boys.
And that's why I said maybe. I was like, I don't want to say you're wrong, but definitely, like, because if you're feeling guilty, it doesn't mean just act. It means, like, think about it.
Yeah, I never feel guilty.
Must be nice. Anyways, Darrien, your vote.
No, you're not the asshole, but you do need to talk about it.
Yep, not the asshole.
Wow. Sounds like we have another clean sweep. This one I was very close on. Not the asshole, because you did not mention that your husband talked to you. If your husband talks to you at any point about this and you still do this, then I'm like, maybe. But for now, not the asshole. That's double clean sweep.
3. Down. Whenever you're as good as us, it's hard to get us all on the same page. But we do it. We make it work. What I feel guilty about is the fact that over the past couple of weeks, I've put out nothing but absolute stinkers from our boy Paddy over there when it comes to his bets. If you go on the TikTok for the rest of the year, we're going to be taking a catalog of Paddy's bets if they've already hit and see where he's standing. I want to give this man the opportunity to hit some more because he hit a few there in the middle. Paddy, what you got for us?
I'm looking at my computer screen. I'm looking at my background, and I've got a Lil Uzi album cover. So I was inspired by Uzi tonight. So I'm calling this my Lil Uzi parlay. It says, stand on my money, now I'm 6'6". When you stand on this money after hitting this parlay, you're going to be 12 foot tall. Because, listen, I got an easy baseball parlay. It's so simple. Just throw a little bit of money at it, let it sit. It's going to come back to you. Tigers, money line. They're not losing. Best team in baseball right now. Playing not a great team. They got a good pitcher on the mound. Easy win. Astros, money line. They're not losing to the fucking Marlins.
Ooh.
Marlins suck.
Famous last words.
As a Miami native, yes.
Yes. Philadelphia money line against Baltimore. Baltimore sold a lot of pieces at the deadline. They're not beating the Phillies. Phillies are hot right now. Another one of best teams in baseball. And then round it out, you got the New York Mets against my Cleveland Guardians. Cleveland's a mess right now. They're not going to win that game. Logan Allen's on the hill. That guy fucking stinks. Plus 659. $10 will win you 65 and some change back.
Here we go.
Put 100 on it, you win 650 back. Take your girl out to a nice dinner. Have a good time.
Make sure
on Lil Uzi.
It's without your family, though, because that could cause some problems.
Yes.
Zingo! I wanted to call it back.
Paddy, what's your record right now?
Shit, I don't know.
He doesn't know. The best quarterbacks, they got a short memory,
Listen, I don't care about my previous bets.
It's always
about the next one.
It's always about the next bet.
You bet against Cleveland somewhat often, which,
Listen, I've seen what Cleveland has done to me.
What has Cleveland done to you, Paddy? Show me on the doll where Cleveland
I am sick in the mind for still being a Cleveland fan. I will be for the rest of my life. I don't care. I'm stuck. I have a disease. I can't shake it. I can't shake being a Cleveland fan. And all of the Cleveland fans that will ever listen to this, all 10 of them, they will agree. You can't get rid of it. No matter how much you say you want to. It's horrible. It is a horrible, horrible feeling, but I would not trade it for anything because the one time that we won a championship, it was like one of the best days of my life. So,
Makes
all I
sense.
know about Cleveland sports is what I sent you guys recently, where they had like the 50-cent beer night. And
10
yes.
cent beer
like,
night.
the hospitals were full.
Yeah, I
Yes,
mean,
10-cent beer night, full on riot. And
if
then
I
they
was at
did
a
it
10 cent beer
again.
night, yeah.
Why would they do it again? Are they
They did it
fucking out
again.
of their mind?
If I was at a
They
10
said,
cent beer
that's
night,
the hospital's problem.
I'm
not
going
mine.
to the hospital. I'm making it to the morgue, damn near.
That's true. All right. Is it time to move? Is it time to go?
Yeah.
Time to say goodbye to our beautiful, not jury, because your guys' opinions don't really matter in the grand scheme.
You
We'll call
really
you the
harp on
gallery. Love them. Part of the gallery, not a jury, not a deciding factor in any vote. Love you guys. No matter where you listen, leave a comment, leave a review, leave a like, share with your friends. Make sure you play the podcast on New York public transportation loudly for everyone to hear. It's the most effective. We have guys working on this now. Our team is working on some real belly-to-belly marketing. And we need you guys to participate.
Okay, all right. Hi, Mom. Let's close it out.